Welcome to the Health Rangers. Today we're exploring how the food on your plate can become powerful medicine for your kidney health. When you're living with early-stage chronic kidney disease, small dietary changes can make a significant difference in how you feel and how your kidneys function. This isn't about restriction, it's about nourishment. Your kidneys are remarkable organs. Every day they filter about 200 quarts of blood, removing waste and excess fluid. When you're living with chronic kidney disease, especially in the early stages, your kidneys are working hard but beginning to struggle. The good news is that thoughtful food choices can reduce the strain on these vital organs, potentially slowing disease progression and helping you feel your best. Think of it as giving your kidneys a helping hand, rather than making them work overtime. A balanced diet forms the foundation of kidney-friendly eating. The Eatwell guide offers an excellent framework. Let's break it down, shall we? Fruits and vegetables. Aim for at least 5 portions daily, bringing colour and vital nutrients to your plate. Starchy carbohydrates. Opt for whole grain versions that provide sustained energy and fibre. Proteins, balance plant and animal sources with an emphasis on kidney-friendly plant proteins. Dairy and alternatives. Choose lower fat options that provide calcium without excess saturated fat. Oils and spreads. Use unsaturated oils like olive oil and use them sparingly. And don't forget, 6 to 8 glasses of fluid daily keeps your system properly hydrated, helping your kidneys work efficiently. Let's explore the 6 key principles that can support your kidney health when living with early-stage CKD. First, focus on whole, minimally processed foods. Your plate should be colourful and varied. Plant-based proteins like beans, lentils and tofu deserve special attention. Not only are they naturally high in fibre and lower in saturated fat, but they create fewer waste products for your kidneys to filter compared to animal proteins. Remember that kidney health and heart health go hand in hand. People with chronic kidney disease have a higher risk of cardiovascular disease, so the plant-forward approach benefits both systems simultaneously. Second, be mindful of salt. Excess sodium raises blood pressure, which in turn stresses your kidneys. Instead of reaching for the salt shaker, try experimenting with herbs, spices, garlic and citrus juices to bring your food to life. Be cautious with salt substitutes like low salt. They often contain potassium chloride, which may not be suitable for some people with chronic kidney disease. When you do enjoy naturally salty foods like cheese or processed meats, keep your portions small and, consider them occasional treats rather than everyday staples. Third, maintaining a healthy weight reduces the burden on your kidneys and lowers your risk of related conditions like diabetes and heart disease. Fibre-rich foods like whole grains, beans and vegetables help you feel satisfied longer, making weight management easier. Including small amounts of healthy fats from nuts, seeds and olive oil also promotes satiety while providing essential nutrients. Fourth, regular physical activity supports overall health and well-being. Exercise improves muscle strength, mental health and cardiovascular function. All important factors when living with kidney disease. If you're new to exercise, start small. Even a 5-minute walk or gentle stretching begins building confidence and stamina. Remember, consistency matters more than intensity. Fifth, lifestyle factors matter. Smoking can accelerate kidney damage and increase cardiovascular risks. Similarly, excessive alcohol raises blood pressure and places additional strain on your kidneys. If you drink alcohol, aim to stay within government guidelines of no more than 14 units per week, with several alcohol-free days. Finally, minimize ultra-processed foods. These products often contain hidden salt, phosphate additives, and excessive sugar, all potentially problematic for kidney health. Home cooking with fresh ingredients gives you control over what goes into your food. Even simple meals prepared from whole ingredients are better for your kidneys than convenience foods. So let's take a closer look at protein. It's an essential but sometimes misunderstood nutrient, especially for people with kidney disease. Protein is absolutely vital for tissue repair, muscle strength, and also for keeping your immune system working well. However, when you're living with chronic kidney disease, both the amount and the type of protein you eat really do matter. Too much protein can actually accelerate the decline of kidney function. On the other hand, very low protein diets are only recommended under specialist supervision, and they might require supplements that aren't widely available in the UK. Current guidelines, well, they recommend including more plant-based proteins than animal proteins. Why is that? Plant proteins come packaged with fiber, and importantly, they produce fewer waste products for your kidneys to filter. Beans, lentils, tofu, chickpeas and other plant proteins reduce your kidneys' workload. For early-stage CKD, the protein portions recommended in the Eatwell guide are appropriate. This means incorporating a variety of protein sources with an emphasis on plant-based options. Now, let's address a common misconception. Many people believe they need to restrict potassium and phosphate-rich foods as soon as they're diagnosed with kidney disease. This is rarely true in early-stage CKD. Potassium helps regulate your heartbeat and muscle function, while phosphate is crucial for bone health and energy production. Unnecessarily restricting these nutrients may lead you to avoid healthy foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Restrictions are typically only necessary in later stages of kidney disease, stages 4 or 5, and only if blood tests show elevated levels. Even then, the focus should first be on limiting additives in processed foods rather than cutting out nutritious whole foods. You know, phosphate additives in ultra-processed foods are actually more readily absorbed than the natural phosphate found in whole foods. If restrictions become necessary, working with a kidney dietitian will really help you make targeted changes without sacrificing nutrition. All right, let's translate all this information into practical everyday habits, shall we? So here's a simple approach. Make half your plate vegetables and fruits, 1/4 protein, emphasizing plant sources, and 1/4 whole grains. So here's a simple tip. Create a flavor station at home with herbs, spices, garlic, citrus, and vinegars. It really helps reduce your dependence on salt. And, planning your meals ahead of time can make a big difference. It helps you avoid reaching for those processed convenience foods. It's also important to become label savvy. Watch out for hidden sodium, phosphate additives, look for FOs in ingredient lists, and of course, excess sugar. So, stay adequately hydrated unless you've been advised to restrict fluids. And it's important to find joy in food preparation and eating. Stress reduction benefits kidney health too. Remember, dietary changes don't have to happen overnight. Small, consistent adjustments often lead to sustainable habits. Perhaps start by switching to whole grains or adding an extra vegetable serving to your meals. Maybe try one meatless dinner per week, featuring beans or lentils as your protein source. Each small change builds upon the last, creating a kidney-supportive eating pattern that becomes second nature over time. Living well with early-stage kidney disease is absolutely possible. The food choices you make today can support your kidney function, potentially slow disease progression, and improve your overall quality of life. Remember the foundations we've discussed? Follow the Eatwell guide, emphasize plant-based foods, limit salt and ultra-processed items, maintain a healthy weight, stay active, and avoid smoking and excess alcohol. Your healthcare team, including kidney dietitians, is your best resource for personalized advice. Don't hesitate to ask questions and seek support as you navigate these dietary changes. With thoughtful nourishment, your kidneys and your whole body can thrive even while living with CKD. This isn't just about managing a condition, it's about embracing a lifestyle that supports your well-being for years to come. For more information and support, visit www.kidney.org.uk or call the helpline at 0800 1690 936.